Hello guys, and welcome to the Beyond the Scoreline podcast. I'm here with Cahir.
Hello.
Luke.
Hello.
And Adonis.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we've got to obviously address the elephant in the room. Harry is not with us today because he thought a wedding was more important.
Slack him.
Skiving, mate.
So let's just boo him for a second. But hello boys, your first time on here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
After he did, yes, it is. My name is Cahir McBride.
Yeah.
I'm
More information?
More information. I'm obviously Irish.
Yeah.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I just recently moved here.
Cool.
Yep.
Luke?
Yep. My name's Luke Tuck. I'm also doing sports journalism at Gloucestershire, as the same as everybody else, and I support Man City. And I also just moved here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Now I think we should start with international news.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the two foreigners. But as soon as we finished recording last week, news broke that Tommy Tuchel will be our manager. And Luke, as the fellow Brit, what's your opinion on this?
I think he is the best manager that was on the market. And me personally, I don't have a problem that he's German. That a lot of people do. That seems to be a talking point in the media. But I think that if he's good enough to win stuff, he's a winner, then absolutely see no problem with getting him in. I really do think that he was the best manager available and the best manager for the job, and he's really good at tournament football, which is a big plus. So hopefully he'll get the best out of our players, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do, to be honest.
I completely agree with you. I loved him at Chelsea. I thought it was unfair that he got sacked that season, but I agree. I don't mind that he's German. I think that's better for us, really. Well, I don't really care about nationality. You can be Argentinian. I wanted Poch, really, and then he got sniped.
Tuchel?
Well, he got sniped beforehand.
I'd have taken Tuchel over Poch any day.
But Tuchel wasn't in the offering back then.
Oh yeah, I suppose not. But well, did you see Poch the USA game against Mexico? They lost.
I did. They lost.
Yeah, lost 2-0
so,
anyway.
We dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, seems like it. And he's not a winner either. Anywhere he goes, he's
No.
just not a winner.
No,
So,
and he's runner-up.
yeah,
Obviously with Tottenham.
and we've had a fair few of that recently. So
We need a win now.
yes, we do.
You need a win, so you hired a man that's been sacked from nearly every club he's been at.
After winning the Champions League with Chelsea.
Yeah.
What did he win with PSG with that squad?
He won the league, but obviously
It's
it's
kind
more
of-
of a challenge to not win the league than win the league. To be honest with you, in that
exactly.
league,
It's like breathing.
And that's what Poch did. Poch
Yeah.
almost fumbled the league.
that's true. That is very true.
So what's the Irishman's opinion on this?
He's already said it by the look of it, but no, carry on.
I think the interim manager is doing a great job. I think he should be kept. He's doing a great job,
Well, that's because he's Irish.
and he's losing.
Is that for the betterment of England or
Let's not speak about that now.
no?
You got any thoughts on this?
First of all, I'm very, very ill.
Oh yeah,
And my
true.
voice is not very good right now. But I think Thomas Tuchel, like Luke said, was the best manager that was available for you. I don't think Pep would have gone for it right now, considering he's looking to stay at City until 2026 apparently.
Hopefully,
No, hopefully not.
Hopefully he stays forever.
But I think Thomas Tuchel is way better than Southgate ever will be, and I think he's way better than what Kazi is going to be. So yeah, no, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan.
I do agree that he is the best you could get at the moment. Like, if you look at all the managers available, there's just no one as
not
his level.
There isn't really anyone else.
There's really not a good talent pool right now. There's Xavi, but I don't think he'd be.
He's not good enough.
No. I don't think he'd be. He's not better than Tuchel, definitely not. But
And
he's.
There's obviously Potter.
Yeah,
And I think if we went for Potter, we stay with Southgate.
Yeah, I agree. And then also there's Ten Hag in a couple of weeks, probably.
Oh.
So,
We'll get onto that in a bit.
but no, I wouldn't. God forbid he takes the England job, but no,
That
I'm
would have been
happy
the
with
worst.
Tuchel.
Yep,
Most definitely.
We'll take Tuchel. We'll
Mhm.
take Tuchel. Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy.
Yeah, I think we should do that before club.
There's
Yeah.
only-
Yeah, sure.
Let's have a look. Let's go for it.
Alright.
We've all got our lists.
Yeah. So
yeah.
for some context, we obviously the 25 nominees for the Golden Boy came out the other week, and we decided to rank our top 10s on who we believe the top 10 should be. So it's not a prediction; it's a what we believe it should be.
Did you do 5?
I have done 5.
That's okay. When
Great.
you can do your top 5 first, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah. All right. We'll go with your
Yeah.
top 5 first. Is you're a failure,
I
and
feel
we
like-
asked for 10.
Yeah, I feel like everybody agrees with the number one.
I think
Well, let's
so.
start
I
with
believe
5.
so. Yeah.
Fifth, I put Garnacho.
Okay.
I am a
Alright.
Liverpool fan,
Okay.
but when you rely on a 20-year-old to keep a team like Man United playing what looks like football, because sometimes they don't, he's done extremely well. Fourth is another United player in Manu.
Okay.
Pretty
I
sure.
don't, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no, I'll wait for my list actually.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I don't think you need to explain that one.
Started a Euro
Um,
final at 18.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah.
That's all the qualification you need. Neves, I think he's done well at PSG after moving from, was it Benfica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done well. Second, Endrick. I think I didn't like Endrick. I don't like him, but I've seen him play. I think you may as well give him a shout. He's not winning it anyway.
Yeah, I think it's hard to ignore what he's done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't mind that shout. And then first, I think we can all guess is.
Anybody want to say it with me now?
Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we
That
go.
man is
Mhm.
he's the only person that can be number one. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
I
yeah,
would agree with
we
that.
wouldn't be spoiling our lists if we agree with you
No.
now. I think
No.
that's the obvious answer. But for the three of us, I think we've all done 10, right?
Yeah.
I have
Awesome.
indeed.
So I think we should go round. We all say our 10, all say our 9, and then go up as
Yeah.
the
Because
list.
one of us is a failure.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Language
He's
barrier.
coming. He's coming on short notice to replace the other failure of the podcast, so that's fine.
Yep.
It's not a problem.
We love that man.
Do you want to start with your number 10 then?
Yeah, my number 10 is Jorel Hatto from Ajax.
Yep.
The he's played I think 70 odd games for them already, and he's still 18. He's had a good start to the season. He's got a couple assists under his belt, and I think a big move is on the way for the man. I don't think it's going to be long until he's at a much bigger club.
Yeah, I think he's Arsenal bound, hopefully.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, he's a player. I've got him a little bit higher, but in 10 I've got Jamie Bino Gittins from Dortmund. He's had a really good start to the season. He's been quite a bit of a clutch player for them in recent weeks. I think it's 2 goals off the bench to win them a game. Can't remember who it was against, but he definitely came on and scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
But he's definitely very promising. He'll probably part of the England setup in the future. I think he's a very talented player.
Especially considering Tuchel's German and he's playing in Germany, so that might
Yeah,
be
there
a
you go. Yeah.
bit of a, I don't know, might help.
I also have Hatto from Ajax at number 10.
Perfect.
I think just from the start of his career, I think it's going to be promising. I hope he doesn't go Arsenal.
Oh, great. Thanks, mate.
He deserves a bigger club
And
than
you need,
Arsenal.
you need another centre back here. That's what you want.
no,
another one.
no. He's a good little right back for us, I think. A little left back.
Right. Yeah.
Tommy
Yeah.
Ash is probably going to go. So
Yeah, true. He's been playing left back this season. But the way Ten Hag goes, Ajax and Dutch players, he might
you
join
never
Nick
know,
as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
and that
never
would
know.
kill his career as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would. Unfortunately.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Man United kills career.
No, but Arsenal wouldn't kill his career. I don't think, anyway.
I think it would stunt it, considering the amount of depth you've got in the position. I think
Oh,
if he went somewhere
maybe,
else, he
yeah.
would start.
Yep.
True.
That-
Alright, yeah,
that
I see
could
the
be
argument. I see the argument. That's right.
Anyway, moving on to number 9, I have got Arda Güler. Some people might have him a bit higher, but I think he, obviously for Turkey, he's arguably the main man already, so that's pretty darn impressive. And it was 16 games, he's already scored 3 goals, including arguably the goal of the tournament of the recent Euros, an unreal strike. And yeah, ever since his move to Real Madrid, he's always looked, whenever he's been on the pitch, he's always looked threatening, but he just hasn't been on the pitch as much and been as influential as the players above him. That's all. But I have nothing but good things to say about Güler. I think he's an amazing player.
Very fair. At number 9, I've got Alexander Pavlovic from Bayern Munich. I actually really like him as a player. I've watched him a couple of times. Came on against us, I'm pretty sure, in the Champions League, and he bossed the midfield. Still very young as well. Obviously, he wouldn't be here if he wasn't young. But he's a very, very good player. Unfortunately, he broke his collarbone, I think it was, or fractured his collarbone last game. So he's out for a couple of months now, but definitely up there. He's a very good player, very promising player.
Now, I don't know if you two will have him on your list.
Oh,
there we go.
God.
I've got Rico Lewis at 9.
Oh, no.
I am not opposed to that at all, and you'll see why in just a minute.
No,
Oh,
God.
great. Now I've got him at 9 because I don't think he can go any higher. But with time and play time, I think he can be one of the best defenders. He's got the potential. He's young. I mean, he started for England against Greece. That was a shambles, but
Wasn't necessarily his fault.
no, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't his fault. But he was in that back line.
Yes, he was.
but I think he's got potential to be one of England's best defenders, and I'm open for him improving.
Also a left-back spot that, for England, arguably needs filling because Chilwell seems to be out the running. Shaw's
always
Shaw's got
injured.
one leg, and honestly, I think he is the option moving forward. Trippier's not getting any younger,
No,
so I wouldn't be opposed to him really gaining that left-back spot for England, as proven by my number 8 being Rico Lewis. So
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
That's fine. It's not that high, so I'll take that.
Yeah. Like I'm what you said about him being, he can't go that much higher. It
No.
might probably the City bias that's putting me one ahead of you, but it's not. I think what you say about game time, he's been doing it for nearly 3 years now. He bloody took Cancelo's spot.
Yep.
Arguably the best fullback on the planet at the time. Just took his spot in the team. Scored on his Champions League debut. He's done about 14 Champions League appearances already. I see big things for him, and I think he's trusted by the best manager in the world, and I think that shows something. So that's my number 8.
That's fair enough. My number 8 is a little bit controversial. I think you're gonna think he's a bit too low, but
I've looked.
gone with Kobe Mainu in number 8. I think.
I mean, he's not English, so
I think he's
you know.
no. It's not the fact that I love him as a player. I think if there's one player I'd take from United, it's him.
Agreed.
But this season he's just looked a bit slow. He hasn't looked great, as promising as he was last year. Hasn't had a great start to the season. Now he's injured for a good solid 7 to 8 weeks apparently. So
Yes, at least
it's that, but also I don't know. It's a United side that are struggling, and maybe I'm a bit harsh putting him in 8th, but I just think the players that I've put above him are just a little bit better from what I've seen. He's still, don't get me wrong, he's still got time to improve. He's probably got another 10, 12 years in his career.
He's got like more than that. You'd imagine. He's only 18. So
Is he only 18? I thought he was older than
No, he's only 18.
No,
and, he
right.
scored in the FA Cup final and started in the Euro final. But 8th place is fine. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's more than fair. Personally, I probably might have had him a little bit higher.
You've got him in the top 10. And
He's in the top 10,
so,
and
yeah,
he
it's-
definitely deserves to be in the top 10.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
I think
By
English
far.
bias comes into
Yeah,
quite
maybe.
a lot
But
here.
well, Cahir put
Yeah.
him.
Can't add him in
Put
10.
him
Well,
fourth.
Even I have him in 4th, and I don't have 10 people.
There we go.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm a bit harsh, but
No,
fair, I
enough.
think.
Yeah.
Now, my number 8 is Arthur Vermeeren from Atletico Madrid. Do you
Right.
two know him?
Yeah,
I've heard of him.
That's
Yeah,
an
he's
interesting
is he
one.
He's
Belgian?
Belgium,
Yeah.
19 years old.
that's
Yeah.
an interesting one because he hasn't played much for Madrid at all.
He has.
How many games has he played this season?
No idea. I just saw him on the list, and
I'm pretty
he's
sure
one of
he's
the
played
few.
about 5 to.
Mate, I was going to
6
do
games
what
to be
Cahir
fair.
did, and
You can't swear.
Wait. Also,
Oh,
Harry, Harry, I don't.
is he not in the 25 anymore?
It's-
Oh, no, I'm not swearing. We're going to keep this PG.
Keep it PG.
No.
Because I did a whole top 25,
Oh,
and when you said it, I was like, he's not on the list.
I saw him.
What? Listen, you're
You've
looking
done a
at.
top 25.
Look.
Yeah, I
Top
did the whole thing.
25. I done 5 while I was sat in the toilet.
No, I did.
25.
No, that's why I suggested it, because I did it. One of my mates from home was like, "Oh, do it. Put it on your website. Do it on your course." And I have, and I've started. I've done a whole player profile.
When I googled it, I got
So I'm whipping out stats at my ass.
mate.
He
When I
swore.
googled it, this was their ranking, their official ranking of the top 10.
That's the benchmark, mate.
Oh, mate, what was I supposed to go off? I've gone off this.
So
No, he didn't make it.
who have you put 11th, or just who?
I haven't done an 11.
Yeah.
Pick one
but
then, just
pick
pick
one.
one.
Yeah, and then you can just move them all up.
Well, hold on, let me
So
find.
that means you got
now.
Rico Lewis 8th.
Brother, when you edit this, cut all this out, by the way.
No. This has to stay in.
You
now.
can't stay. No, this can't stay in.
Yeah, it can.
Adonis, this is gold.
No,
This is
honestly.
completely good. Right, where do I find it?
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to find the Golden Boy 25 list.
Oh my god.
Can we sack him?
Do you want to carry on?
Just carry on, boys.
Wait
Carry
for
on,
him to
boys.
get one. We'll
Okay,
just
yeah.
carry
I
on.
think we know my top 2. That's
Just
all.
right. You go from. Where are we? 8th. Go
Oh, I
from
don't
7th.
know.
You go from 7th.
Yeah, we'll go from 7th.
Go from
that's fine.
7th.
We'll,
So 8th is null and void for Harry. He hasn't picked anybody for that one.
we'll pretend that we'll stick Hendrick in there unless he's already got him
stick
later in the
Hendrick in
list.
there. Just put him in there.
Do you have him
Put
later in the
Hendrick
list?
Oh dear lord, don't put Hendrick in there.
Okay,
then.
number 7 for me is Alexander Pavlovich. Just basically saying exactly what Adonis said. Absolutely agree. He scored a screamer against Bayer Leverkusen as well, and that's always a
Yeah, he's a player, isn't he?
yeah. He's a good player. He's got one of the best passing stats in the whole of the Bundesliga midfielders already, and he's only broken into the team year and a half. So
Yeah, not long.
he's looking good under company. It's a shame for the injury, but no, I agree. It's 7th place.
Okay. My 7th place is Joel Hatto. I've got him above Kobe Mainoo. I just think, as a player, I prefer him to Mainoo at the moment. Not the same role, obviously, but on the eye, he's unbelievable. When I watched him play for Ajax, I haven't watched him much, but he played against us. Well, also say AEK Athens, my Greek team, which I mentioned in the first episode. And he bossed the midfield. He bossed the left back position. We couldn't do anything from his side. And at that point, he was only 17. So
yeah,
I've got to put that above Mainoo. Maybe I'd swap them, but
no, it's your list.
No, I think Hatto's 7th is completely fair.
Yeah, no, good for you for sticking for your
Talking of lists, I've realised I've used an out-of-date one.
So what, the whole thing?
For the whole thing.
Brother.
So I've
make it up.
I'm just going to have a top 3.
All right.
I'll let you do, because I think we all know my top 3.
Brilliant. Come on, Luke. Let's
carry the ship.
Wow.
All right. Let's hope you've managed to do all 6 in the list so far.
I have indeed.
So my number 6, again, very similar to Cahir's, was Alejandro Garnacho. I agree with what he said. I think he's been doing it for ages. Scored in the FA Cup final, consistent start. Well, actually, maybe not this season, but last season, consistent starter. And whenever he comes on, he's always looks like the man, really, for Man United. He looks like the man that's going to do something. And he scored a brilliant goal at the weekend as well against Brentford. That was a fantastic finish. And yeah, I just think he's been doing it for so long, and I think he's really got something about him. So,
fair enough. He's not on my list, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
I just
fine.
think the players above, well, the players that got in my top 10 are just a little bit better than him.
I'm intrigued what you've done for your, because
so
I'll let you go.
In number 6, I've got Kenan Yildiz.
Oh, you've got him. I had him 12th in my full.
Fair. I think he's looked exceptional at Juve. It was his breakout season, I think last season.
Yeah.
And got his Turkey call up, and he was unbelievable for Turkey in the Euros, I thought anyway. Great work rate. He looked better than Vlahovic last year as well for Juve at certain points in the season. Definitely one of the brightest talents to come out of Serie A in a while. And I think if he carries on performing the way he is for Juve, he'll be in the top club, if he isn't already at the top club, in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I was actually at the San Siro last year for the Inter Milan Juventus game, and he was Juventus. Even though Juventus played pretty poor for their standards, he was their best player by a mile.
Hey, he's unbelievable.
To watch, he was amazing. The only reason he's not quite reached the top 10 of mine is just quite lack of. He's had one full season. He hasn't scored a whole lot of goals, and as a sort of a false 9 striker, attacking midfielder kind of role, you'd want a little bit more than that, but obviously it's still his breakout season, and he's got lots of caps for Turkey as well, and every goal he scores seems to be unbelievable.
It's completely fair as well, it's opinion in it. So
I think maybe next year he could have made that jump to the top 10, but I think for now, I think Arda Güler's a bit better than him.
Completely fair, yeah.
My number 5, somebody nobody's mentioned yet, might come later in your list, is Pau Kabasi from the Barcelona centre back, and I think again, it's 17 years of age, already capped for Spain, the senior team, and he's started for Barcelona every game this season. They've looked amazing. He started a lot of last season, and he's 17. I don't think I actually need to say any more than that, to be honest with you. He's one of the best passing centre backs in La Liga. Again, he's just so consistent on the ball, and yeah, he's 17.
Fair. I mean, I thought about him, but I just thought. It's a bit like the reason for Yildiz. 1 season, 17. He's still got time to grow.
Yeah.
I
just really like him.
He's a very good player. My number 5 is Warren Zaire-Emery, PSG player. I think he's just turned 19 or 18.
Yeah, I think he's just turned 19.
Just turned 19, and
close,
he just looks like a seasoned pro already.
Yeah, he does.
When he carries the ball, he's just unbelievable. And he now fills in at right back as well. So if you can't do midfield, you can do your right back, and he's pretty solid at right back as well.
Is that another Arsenal signing? back at right back, Zaire-Emery?
No, I don't think so. I think he's way out of our price range. I think he's he'll be at PSG for a long time. He's a PSG boy, so I think
Real Madrid might be
there.
Maybe. Yeah, but eventually.
The Mbappe route.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's an unbelievable player. I think he's very unfortunate to miss out on the top 4, but he's class.
Yeah, he's special. Every Champions League game I've watched of him, he looks like the best midfielder on the pitch.
No, it's unbelievable.
And he's already got a few games for France as well. He's unbelievable. My number 4, it seems like I'm copying your list, Mainu's in 4th. So I completely and utterly agree with you. Exactly the same reasons as Kara said. It's just, he's... I'll say your name right once.
Yeah.
And it's the FA Cup final, scored the winner. Euro final, started it, came into the Man United midfield, best player. Again, not that difficult, but still,
True.
best player. I just started for England multiple times. He's 18. I don't think there's any more.
Yeah,
Again, unbelievable player.
You're like my number 4.
Mhm.
So in number 4, I've got Savio and Savinho.
Really?
Yeah. Practically the only reason why is because of his season at Girona last season.
Fair enough.
He was up there with one of the best wingers in La Liga, 100%.
Yeah.
Dribbling wise, shooting wise, creating chances, he was just unbelievable. And then I was so annoyed when he went to City.
He's one of the best dribblers in the world.
He
like,
is.
Full stop.
It reminds me so much of Mahrez.
Yeah.
But just his numbers last season, him and Dovbyk together in that Girona team is practically the reason why they got Champions League football.
Yeah.
And I think top 4 is deserved, 100% deserved. And every time I watched him against Wolves the other day. He's a player. There's a player in there, and I think if he can just get to the heights that he had when he was at Girona at City, unplayable.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's my number 4.
It's just adapting to the Premier League, which he looks like he's done
Quite easily.
like playing performance wise, but
Yeah.
it just needs the numbers, the goals, and he's got a few assists. But
And
yeah,
that'll come.
it will.
It'll come
It
with
will,
time.
yeah, absolutely.
He's a player in there, so yeah.
Pep first season, nobody really kicks on that well. It
Yeah.
always takes him a little while to get used to it. So yeah, next season could be scary. And yeah, I had him 11th, so just missing out.
Fair.
So I do agree with you, but again, I don't know. I just feel like the rest of the players just deserve their spot a bit more.
Yeah, that's fair.
And number 3, you can join back in,
Yeah,
Harry.
Harry, go on,
Fantastic. My number 3 is again, I'm copying you. João Neves is also my number 3.
Okay.
Who, for Benfica, he looked unbelievable last season. Such a young age, and coming in, every time I watch him, which admittedly isn't a whole lot, but when I have seen him, is one of the best midfielders on the pitch, if not the best, every single time. It's not going to be long until he breaks into that Portugal team, if he hasn't already done, to be completely honest with you. He's taking over the Neves role, to be honest with you. He's taking over Ruben Neves' role
Yep.
pretty easily, and he got them moved to PSG, which I always thought was going to happen. He had PSG written all over him. They always like to take the Portuguese players, but he had PSG written all over him, and he got 4 assists in his first 2 games.
Yep.
Again, pretty ridiculous, and yeah, he just looks unreal.
He does. Jesus. At number 3, I've got Arda Güler.
You put him higher.
I've got him a bit higher, yeah. His Euros campaign just put him on the map as if he wasn't already one of the best young players in the world. And then Fenerbahce, the season he had when he was 16.
Yeah, that was crazy.
One of the best seasons. A young player like that, 16, coming into a pro team and taking it over like it's your own.
In Turkey.
In
as well.
Turkey.
It's not exactly...
It's not like the best league in the world, but...
It's aggressive. It's
aggressive,
16.
very, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Very physical league, and he hasn't got his chances at Real Madrid, but when he does, like you said, he's so silky as a player.
Yeah.
And he's one of those players where you can watch and he passes the eye test and you think, yeah, this guy's going to be future star written all over him, 100%.
Yeah, agreed.
I got Kobe Mainoo 3rd.
Yep.
He can't go top 2,
Fair enough.
but for all the reasons you've just mentioned, I think that Euros campaign, what more can you say?
Yeah, when he came in that midfield for Trent, he did
unbelievable.
The first couple... Actually, no, yeah, pretty much every game he played.
He was our best player on the pitch for some of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at him versus Bellingham, and Bellingham just wasn't performing in some of those games,
No.
and he was there.
Yeah, agreed.
And there's not much more you can say on that.
No, agreed. And yeah, my number 2, again, we've already mentioned him, Warren Zaire-Emery. So 2 PSG midfielders and 2 in 3. So they're sport for choice for the rest of
The foreseeable future, mate.
5-10 years.
They
Yeah.
got so long with them.
So that's ridiculous. And yeah, already broken into the French team. Also looks like and it's such an experienced player, as you said. And yeah, I actually don't have much to say about him that hasn't already been said. Just PSG are looking good for the future is all that.
100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, at number 2, keeping the PSG trend, I've got João Neves in number 2.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much I can say that Luke hasn't said. I think he's already broken into the Portugal team.
Yeah,
I think he's already taken that position and he's made it his own.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Vitinha as well for like
Vitinha as well, yeah.
PSG
so,
midfield is actually unreal.
I think his stats, Neves' stats, 8 games, 6 assists.
Mm-hmm.
The only game that I've seen that he looked a bit shaky was against us in the Champions League.
Right.
and that's just because he got completely overrun because they left him on his own.
Yeah.
So there's not much a player can do, considering he's a little bit small as well, not very physical, and going against Rice, Partey.
He's a stocky fella, to be fair. He is short.
He is short.
He seems like he's got a bit.
A little bit. He got bounced around a little bit by Rice,
yeah,
but
I can imagine.
no, he's definitely a talent. And you mentioned his Benfica season; it's unbelievable. So yeah, second deserved, 100%.
Mhm.
And I completely agree with you. I have him second as well.
There you
Yeah.
go. Bang. Not much you need to say.
No, and
I actually nearly put him second as well. We nearly would have had the same top two. It was very close, but I just thought Zaire Emery's been doing it a little bit longer. That's all.
I wonder who we've got at number one.
I think
Yeah,
we've all got a
this-
unanimous number one.
We can all join in on this one. Just
Yeah,
have a chat about
Lamine
him.
Yamal. Just what a player.
Not even best young player in the world. He might be the best player in the world. He's not like he's top 3 players in the world. I think right now. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say personally.
Cahir, I'll come to you because you haven't spoken for a while. I kind of just left you in the
Yeah.
shadows.
I'm finally
What is it about him that makes him so good?
He gets the basics right. He has the basics sorted, and then he just grows on top of that. You watch him in the Euros final. He played with the confidence of a 25-year-old established star. He was outside of the boot, doing this, doing that, doing everything that he needed to, and he kind of destroyed England. And
Yeah.
he destroyed most teams in that tournament. And even now at Barcelona, he has to be one of the best players in the world. I
Four
fully- yeah.
goals, 5 assists in 9 games in La Liga. 9 goals and assists.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, that's just
And it's-
unbelievable stats.
it's not even like he's close to being 18. He literally was.
oh, he's 16.
No, he's
No,
17 now.
17.
Oh, is he finally?
Yeah,
He turned
his turn?
17 in
And he's
July.
not close because he's
Yeah.
the day before me. He's born the day before
Yeah,
me. So
it was the France game, his birthday, that he scored the worldie in the semi-final of the
Yeah.
Euros, winning young player of the tournament.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's.
I think if he doesn't win it, I think it's robbed.
No,
Would be
I
an
actually don't see anybody on the.
understatement.
As much as there are fantastic players on the list, I don't think I see a single person that even comes close to winning it.
No,
Do
absolutely.
you
Other
think?
than him.
Do you think he's Barca for life?
Oh
Ooh.
yes. Where would he go? I don't see. Obviously, he's so young. Like God, like who knows? Who knows even going
He
to
will
be?
never go Madrid.
No.
I don't see a world where he leaves because I think Barca will ask for Neymar money for him.
Oh,
Well,
more.
PSG
more.
offered.
more.
PSG offered 250 million
Yeah,
for him.
I'm
and
not
they said no.
surprised.
Yeah,
I don't think, and also I'm pretty sure he wants to have the same legacy as Messi had.
yeah.
So he's already got the number 10.
That's so
I mean, like,
Barcelona, man. That is so ridiculous that they've just replaced the best player of all time with.
a kid who's going to be the best player of all time in the
Well,
future.
yeah. If I think a massive part is kind of a separate point, but I think a massive part of having a career that's established as sort of one of the best of all time is injuries purely.
Mm.
If you think about Messi, Ronaldo, you don't think they haven't had a single like long-lasting injury,
No.
and I think that is a massive testament to why they're so good and why they've been doing it for so long. If you think about like obviously Van Basten, like R9, people like that could have contended with them, but they've just injuries just stunted their career. So
Yeah.
I think if he stays obviously at the level he's playing at, and then if he stays relatively injury free, then yeah, he could quite easily be on the track.
Absolutely. So we've moved on. We're going to move on from Golden Boy.
Yep.
Club football now.
Club football. We're going to come to Harry here.
Oh, please don't.
So Colchester United
Oh.
played Cheltenham Town on the weekend,
I have some choice words for this game.
and you can't use them. But but Colchester, a team that were above Cheltenham,
Yeah.
a team that are above form than
Well,
Cheltenham.
we've got a game in hand.
Okay, still does not have anything to do with this game. A team in Cheltenham who are relegation candidates, and
Add
you
us
lose
to the list.
2-1.
Add us to the list of
So,
relegation
Yeah,
candidates.
so you lose 2-1. What went wrong? What
Right.
went wrong?
So the first goal, testament to Cheltenham. They scored an absolute banger of a goal for the first goal. I can't argue with it. Then we equalise, and I want to just take a minute to talk about Lyle Taylor here. Oh, what a player! Like honestly, I tweeted it earlier. The skill he has with the ball, he drags it back, makes the defender just fall flat on his bum. Because I can't say the word I want to say.
You can't say the word you want to say.
And then just easy shot into the goal. Goalkeeper was beat.
He's too good for League Two.
Oh, absolutely. We stole him really.
Yeah.
At a free as well,
Yeah,
because
that
he
is
was
good
sacked
business.
from Cambridge.
Yeah.
Because he swore at fans.
What an absolute hero, am I right, guys?
But then their second goal happened, and Matt Macy is all to blame for this goal. I mean,
The man that you claim to be the best goalkeeper in League Two.
yeah, he's 6'6", I think he is,
He's massive.
and he doesn't have a brain to go with it. And
That's a shame.
well, I know, and ball gets deflected in. He's in it. He just doesn't move off his line, and that was the issue for that goal. Is he just didn't move off his line, and ball went bottom left, and there's nothing you can do about it. And now questions have to be asked.
I was going to come to that.
But I still back the manager.
You still back the manager?
100%.
Because you said that last week. You said
And I
that
will
he's
still
the man.
back. I will still back the manager.
So okay. And it's a poor result for Colchester, obviously.
Yeah,
You're now, what, 22nd?
I believe so.
But for Cheltenham, on the other hand...
Oh, great result for them.
Brilliant result.
Very.
Luke, do you want to...
Yeah, I haven't been able to catch the game, but I've obviously seen, and I know the results on the table, obviously. And yeah, it's a pretty important win, as the week before, Cheltenham were embarrassed by Swindon at home, very much embarrassed. It was basically 3-0 at half time. It was 2-0, and then they got one right after the break that basically killed any sort of hope. Well, you say killed any sort of hope for a comeback, actually, but it did end up 3-2 in the end.
It did indeed.
But it was kind of a Swindon town that realised that they'd won the game, so they kind of shut off a little bit. So that's what happened. So yeah, poor result last week for Cheltenham. Flynn under some pressure, very, very much so. But yeah, big win away from home, and brilliant game for Thomas to get a double,
Yeah.
and then hopefully solidify himself in a team, because the team's still changing every week. Flynn is obviously, there's so many new players. Flynn has not figured out a lineup yet.
Mm-hmm. And Cahir, I was just going to ask about Michael Flynn. So poor result against his old team, 3-2. You said you were out in the game.
Yes.
What was different from that game to what went right in Cheltenham against Colchester?
Swindon, they were just beyond disorganised. They didn't look like they could play football. The keeper...
Oh my god.
Oh my
What
god.
was he at?
Evans was having a stinker. Oh my goodness.
Sprinting out of the goal,
Yeah.
leaving it, and then...
I mean, us in the press box, we
Yeah.
were stunned.
I will say the atmosphere at the ground, I was surprised at how good it was, given the situation.
I mean, they brought most of their fans, but
Yeah, Swindon
yeah.
packed it out, to be fair.
And then when the 2 goals go in, you think we could be on for something. There could be a comeback. But when they got the 2 goals, they just fell flat. They didn't look like they wanted the third. Didn't want to draw. But that recent win, that could set them on their way for this season. Because they should be fighting for a promotion back.
oh, I mean, they should be a League One
Oh, yeah.
standard team.
But they're fighting
and-
relegation.
And they got unlucky last season, and they dropped down here. And it's a hard league to get out of, League Two. I mean, we're proving it every day.
And I
So-
think if you go down, it's very common to do a double down, isn't it, from League One straight to the
Forest
national-
Green.
Yeah, and also Carlisle, who are in the relegation zone
Oh,
currently, were in
absolutely.
League One last season, and Colchester are 20th, so all hope is not lost.
And we talked about Carlisle, just mentioned them there. Cheltenham's next couple games, I think next game might be against Carlisle.
Next game's Bradford on Tuesday,
And
and
it's
then the
Carlisle.
one afterwards is
So
Carlisle
you're
away.
hoping there. Good win against you,
Yeah,
which was kind of an unexpected one for Cheltenham. You go to
Yeah.
Bradford. Do you get a result there? A bit
Bradford are
difficult.
5th.
do you not play tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Tuesday night game.
Yeah. And then,
So and away from home for Bradford, that's not a
easy.
not a nice game to go to.
And then you go to Carlisle, bottom of the league. It looks
Yeah.
by far the worst team in League Two.
Yes.
You'd hope for 3 points there.
Yeah, you would. Even though, it is away from home, and Carlisle, again, is a long way to go. But yes, if you want points anywhere, you want points against teams like that. Yes, most definitely.
And so from League Two to the best league in England, let's go
Are we
to
gonna
the
go through our
Prem.
predictions from last week?
Do we want to
Yes.
do predictions or do you want to review?
I think we go through them and then do our new ones.
Yeah, we sort of do our...
Review and predictions same time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we'll do the Tottenham West Ham game. We'll
Yeah,
just
let's start
go
in order,
We'll
start
do
in
it in order.
Yep, so
That
we've all done our predictions. Obviously,
We
only 2 were said on the episode last week.
three, me,
Three.
Harry.
Oh, yeah, you're saying
Yeah.
Harry's as well.
We lost Harry, but
So we'll start with Cahir because he hasn't sent them in.
yeah,
So
we don't really know what he's predicted.
we'll just start from the list I've got from us
Yep.
four.
Go for it.
Tottenham West Ham obviously ended 4-1.
You did.
Luke, You predicted 3-1, so you were close.
Yeah, I thought I had it as well, but then West Ham fell apart.
Yep. Adonis also predicted 3-1.
That's so close.
Yeah.
I predicted a 3-0 to Spurs.
Okay.
Again,
I think we've all got Spurs winning this.
Yeah,
we all had a
big
Spurs
win.
win in this game.
Because I had 3-0 Spurs.
Yeah.
And obviously Harry, he had it 2-1 Spurs. So he thought it was going to be a closer affair.
Yeah.
I think we all...
Everybody
really,
heard it pretty well. We all got a big win for Spurs.
And
Yeah.
on West Ham, I mentioned it
Oh my God.
last week on the podcast. It's for me, the players' quality. Are they playing for the manager? No. Lopetegui in the Prem, unproven manager. When he was at Wolves last season, god awful. I just couldn't. You couldn't watch Wolves. A couple good results in his first couple of games. It's always expected new manager bounce. Atmosphere is going to be rocking. The players are going to want to play for him, but gets sacked from there. Replaced with Gary O'Neill. You go to West Ham. Was that the right appointment for West Ham in the situation they were last season with David Moyes being the problem? No. Lopetegui is just not, for me, not the manager for that West Ham team. You look at players like Kudus and Bowen.
Kudus looked like he got sent off on purpose to get him sacked.
Exactly, and you got Fulkrug, you got Guido Rodriguez who came in, Kilman, Wan-Bissaka. All these players. Somerville, one of the best players in Championship last season, maybe the best.
Where's he gone?
Yeah,
he's vanished.
I'm not confident on West Ham with Lopetegui at the moment, but on the flip side, for Tottenham,
great result.
Fantastic result.
Yeah, well, 1-0 down, looked a bit shaky, but when they got their stride going, they scored some nice goals. Kulusevski looks like the business this season.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a lot better than he did. He's made a jump, and that's always good for a Tottenham team when they. Ange is under somewhat pressure, I'd say.
I mean, after his interview where he said he always wins stuff in his second season, I'd say so.
And they've got City in the Carabao Cup, and that's probably their or FA Cup maybe, but that's their best chance because they're not winning the league.
No.
Oh, no chance.
And they're not.
No.
Not winning in Europe.
They're not winning the Europa League.
No.
So I think the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup are their best chances, and they've got City. But it's City at home, and that's where Tottenham are at home against City, obviously, and that's
we'll get on to City.
Yeah, that's City's worst.
Because I've got some choice words for that game.
Oh, not
again. We'll move on to Fulham Villa.
Yep.
A game which only one of us predicted wrong in terms of winner.
It's me.
No, it's me.
No,
It's me.
You predicted a draw.
Yeah.
You predicted a Fulham win.
Again, 1-0. I thought I had it. I thought at the start, look at that. Genius. But no, then I forgot that Villa are actually quite good at football.
And what did you have?
I predicted a 3-0 win to Aston Villa.
Oh, well.
Corker.
Unlucky.
Deceived.
Harry Ellard. Well, I've just doxed his government name. I'm pretty sure he's already
No, he said
it.
that in the podcast.
He predicted 2-0 Villa, and I
Yeah.
predicted 3-2 Villa.
I was so confident it'd be a draw.
Yeah, you had 2-2.
I was so confident it'd be a draw. I just thought at Craven Cottage they've been quite difficult to beat.
Yeah, Fulham have been really. I just thought there's got to be one shock of the week. I mean, there definitely was, but
There definitely was a shock in the weekend, and it's covered up, and I want to cry.
but not the one I thought it was going to
Yeah,
Well, no, there's another shock in the week.
I can't think of it at the moment. but-
And that's the next
I-
game I'm about to bring up.
be.
Everton Ipswich.
Well,
was that a shock?
Was that a shock?
Yes, because we all predicted a draw. Apart from Adonis, who predicted Ipswich would win 1-0.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Ipswich were at home.
I just thought
maybe it was a shock.
Struggling Everton team, an Ipswich team that hadn't lost, well, did lose last week, but a team that need points and
do seem hard to beat.
And I thought Liam Delap's been in great form. Ipswich at Portman Road have been in great form anyway. I just thought this is a game for you to beat. It's quite an easy team, and then Michael Keane turns into
Oh my God! What
primes
a
it
finish!
down with that finish.
What a finish! And Iliman Ndiaye as well. What a player!
He's a great player.
What a player!
But that's massive for Everton. So huge win for Everton.
Great. It took him to 16th in the league, above Ipswich now.
4 points as well. The bottom four are looking a bit. If Palace don't get a win tonight, the bottom four are looking a little bit
shaky.
like an island.
It is, yeah.
Again.
Especially Southampton and Wolves. 1 point.
Southampton are down. Wolves, I still have faith in because they've literally played maybe every big team so far this season.
Yeah,
So
I was mentioning that last week.
I think you've got to cut them a bit of slack.
They've been very unlucky with fixtures.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go to next fixtures as well after this.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Southampton.
No, definitely not. Especially when they got popping on hands and go.
What did you have, Cahir, for the
Ipswich Everton.
Ipswich Everton?
I had a 1-1 draw.
Oh, same as me.
I just wanted Everton to drop points. I would give anything in this world for a relegation.
Do you hate Everton more than Man United then?
Oh, ooh, gee, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's like
I hate Everton more than Man United.
fair enough.
I just
I'll ask every Liverpool fan
Yeah.
that, so I just want to know.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the qualifiers to be a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Alright. We move on to another game which one of us predicted correctly, which was, unless I haven't heard Cahir's.
Bang on?
No one predicted it bang on.
Yeah.
Only one person predicted the winner, unless Cahir predicted Man United to win.
I did.
Oh yeah, I said 3-0, didn't I?
You said 3-0.
Yeah.
Cahir, what did you predict?
I said 3-2.
Bloody hell, he likes his goals.
Yeah. Well, I also predicted 3-2, but to Brentford.
Yeah.
Harry E predicted 2-1 to Brentford, and so did Adonis.
Yeah.
And we all thought, and going into that week, you can understand why we thought Brentford were going to win.
Yeah. They do seem to beat Man United a lot recent years. I just thought my reasoning was international break. They usually do come back firing, to my memory, Man United. And I thought nobody's going to believe me, but if I was on the podcast last week, I actually would have said I think Haaland's going to score, because I did think he would, and he did. But yeah, I said 3-0, and I was close, but I forgot that they can't mark on corners.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was a controversy with that goal, wasn't there? Because De Ligt was forced off, and he wasn't happy about it. And then they conceded the corner, and no Man United fan was happy with that.
Well, this does open up the questioning, because obviously he went off with an injury. Do you stop play for the whole? And this conversation was raised with me and a fellow person who might be on the podcast soon, Fergus, a Man United fan.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Braintree Forest Green game, and there was a lot of controversy around Forest Green's goal, because a player had gone down injured, ref had stopped play, and then continued to play behind the player's back whilst he was still on the pitch down. And it raises the question, does all play should stop for an injury, wait for the player to then come back onto the pitch, and then resume play? But the law says that as soon as the player's off, play can continue with 10 men.
No, I have to agree with the rule that stands. I just think it's unlucky that it happened to be De Ligt, the biggest defender they've got, and in the last minute of the half on a corner. I think it's just unfortunate timing, but I don't think you can change that rule, because
Game time would be too long.
Yeah, game would take forever, and I think it's just unfortunate for De Ligt.
Good result for Ten Hag, keeps his seat for another week.
Yeah.
Up to 11th place now, so
Yeah.
they're on the road to top 10, on the road to top 10.
they're
Just
nearly.
like Chelsea last season.
Yeah, but I don't think Man United are gonna. Well, they might. I don't know. But
Who
again,
knows?
if they do select Ten Hag, who do they bring in?
That's a question for another day.
Yeah, we were just.
Southgate or Potter.
Oh dear God. It's
South-
a long
Southgate.
couple of years for them if that happens.
That's the rumours.
Actually, my friend's a Man United fan, and he wants Southgate because of how well he steadied the England ship. And Man
he
United need
did
their
resurrect England.
Yeah, Man United need their ship steadied. So
Serial loser coming out of Man United
that
is
is
not
true.
what you need.
That is
He
true.
wasn't a serial loser though.
He is a serial
He just
loser.
ran up quite a lot.
No,
I mean,
Southgate's a serial loser.
we can have arguments about the Italy game, because there's still unresented hatred for Italy at the moment.
Yeah, that is true.
The football team, not the country.
Have to clarify there. We're not.
We're not racist or anything like that.
We may
No.
offend our Italian viewers.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't
Oh, I
offend.
want Italian.
No, you
viewer.
can't offend them. They need more views.
Yeah. Moving on swiftly, so we
Mhm.
can get away from
Yeah,
this.
go
Next one.
Newcastle Brighton ended
Oh,
1-0.
I was close as
Oh,
well. on that
And
one.
we all had draws.
I said
Oh.
0-0. I was close.
0-0, 1-1, the only one with a goal. Unless Cahir again predicted a big game.
I was so in the wrong direction. I backed Newcastle.
How
I thought-
badly? Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah, you see it.
I see
I
it.
thought, you know what, Newcastle, they could bring some to it. A 3-1 win. Because I
Christ.
thought,
They were
man.
at home, to be fair.
They were at home and they're in good form.
you
so.
gotta give a shot in the dark.
Yeah, true.
Every now and then you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
guess.
It's true.
Oh, if only Danny Welbeck wasn't
Oh,
running back the years.
Danny
I would have gotten
Welbeck.
it, but he got taken off in a stretcher.
Yeah, he seems to be all right though now. Although my FPL was literally just thriving because of his goal.
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
I love Danny
FPL was
Welbeck,
so
my
bad
goat.
this week.
And I'm sure we'll get onto FPL at some point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
probably,
absolutely. Yeah. Oh dear.
But everyone had draws. Me and Harry both
Yeah.
had
I was very
0-0.
close to
That
giving
looked like
Brighton
a
the
draw
win.
written all over it. To be fair.
Oh,
It did.
absolutely.
It did, but I was very close to giving Brighton 1-0.
Two great teams with good defences, good
Mhm.
attack. You're thinking stalemate, maybe a 1-1.
Yeah.
I just love a shock upset.
Yeah.
And we're getting to one. So
And we are getting to one, but first we've got another
Leicester-Southampton.
which is normally just a Leicester thrashing, but it did start 2-0 Southampton.
Yeah.
yeah.
What did everyone do for that one?
No,
'Cause I
wait until you hear mine.
actually can't remember mine.
Wait till you hear
Right,
mine.
you had 1-1.
Okay, never mind.
I had 2-0 to Leicester.
Yeah, fair.
They got a win.
I think I had the highest scoring game for this one.
You had 4-0.
Yeah, I did.
What, Leicester?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Southampton
aren't that... Well, we're not
No,
even Southampton aren't that
it's-
bad. Leicester aren't that good.
And can I just say that the Leicester fan had 3-1,
Yeah, no, I know
and
that.
I had 1-0.
But my basis of that was that Southampton are awful defensively. They're crap.
Leicester aren't exactly...
Whoa,
Man City.
whoa.
No, I'm allowed to say that. No, so Leicester I only thought because normally at St Mary's they thrashed them. Last season Championship was 4-0 at St Mary's, so I thought, why not do it again in the
Copy and paste it. Yeah.
Copy and paste it, yeah,
Might
why
as
not?
well.
And they've got the players for it. It's just don't think it's the right system or manager for Leicester, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know why it took so long to take Fataru on.
That's him.
What was-
He's the only one that I think, why is he on the bench?
Yeah, what's the point? He came on and then turned the game on.
He was unbelievable
Yeah.
last season in the Champ, so I don't know what they were doing. to be
Jordan Ayew scoring a goal in the big 2024.
Oh, Jordan Ayew, what a
Unbelievable.
player. What a player.
What a player.
A corker. Also, Southampton, I saw Russell Martin blamed Ramsdale for that goal.
Oh,
in his,
no.
in his
Well,
preview.
no. It was through a crowd of players, to be fair.
It's true.
Yeah, I think
but-
it's just the fact that he got a hand to it, make it look worse that he didn't save
but
it.
the thing is, with that comment, it's the fact that he's throwing his own players.
I was about to say,
under the bus.
why
Yeah,
blame
true.
your own players?
Yeah.
You take accountability for a loss as a manager.
All you say is, it was a tough day in the office. I'm getting sacked. See you in a bit, lads.
I think, yeah, very. We'll carry on with the Prem, don't worry. But just very, very quickly, who's the first manager to go then? Because we've got 3 on the shortlist.
Wait,
Russell
in
Martin.
the Prem?
In the Prem, yeah. You've got Lopetegui, Martin, and Ten Hag.
Russell Martin. By far.
I think he might be right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get
And Gary O'Neill, potentially.
I was
because
about to say,
yeah.
Gary O'Neill was...
Potentially, but I just think that they've been, like you
If they
said,
lose,
they've been
if
very
they don't get
unlucky.
another point against Brighton or whoever they play after that, it's got...
I think it's Palace after that. I think if you lose both Brighton and Palace, then yeah.
Then
He
maybe,
has to go.
yeah. But I think Russell Martin at the moment, he's just not.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the Scott Parker situation at Bournemouth when they lost 9-0 and he blamed the players and then they blamed the owners and then he was sacked. I think when you start to blame your own players and not taking accountability, it's
Not a good look.
not looking good and the
No.
fans are not happy. So
And as soon as you start blaming your players, you know you're on the way out, kind of.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone next week.
Mm-hmm.
It depends.
And they've got City next. He's not staying after that. Right, that'll be,
Well,
that's the rule.
if they manage to get a win,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has a prediction for that.
Oh,
gonna
well,
win.
wait till you hear mine, mate.
Oh, great. All right. Well,
It's in favour of City. Don't worry.
I feel like we need to let the Arsenal man talk.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do we? I
Can-
kind of want to talk about it. I'm not going to
Stop.
lie.
Can I just?
No.
I
kind of want
What
to join
did you
in.
predict, by the way?
No.
I done the complete opposite and said Arsenal will win 2-0.
I also
Right.
said 2-0.
He said 2-0. Me, Harry, and Adonis all said 3-0.
Yeah.
And well, it obviously was 2-0 to Bournemouth and not Arsenal. So let's just what went wrong.
What didn't go wrong? Saliba is, in general, getting sent off ruined the game. Not saying it wasn't a red card, clear and obvious red card. I thought it was a red card. When he pulled out the yellow, I thought, what is he doing?
Good man.
So, yeah, no. When I saw that, I thought...
That's the honourable
That's
thing
it.
to say. there.
Yeah, no, but that's the truth. When he gets sent off, he's our best defender one-on-one. And such a rock at the back with Gabriel. At that point, I thought I'd take a 0-0 because at least you're not losing the game. At least you're not dropping points. You're getting at least a point.
Mm-hmm.
And then second half, Kivio comes on and he ruins the game for everybody, and we just look completely awful. But the thing is, with Arsenal, this happens at least once a year, and it's our second loss in 2024, which is impressive. But
It's your first loss in the league.
it's our first loss in the league this year, but in 2024 as a year calendar-wise, it's our second loss. And it's just, we always have one of these, and you don't know what to blame and who to blame. But for me, it was Sterling. I think Sterling came off for Kivio.
For me, it's Arteta you've got to blame.
No, I think
He's played 4 centre-backs in 3 DMs.
no. I think this is, for me, this is what the problem was. You took off Sterling when he was our best attacking threat in the first half an hour, and you bring on Cahir, and you keep Trossard on, who got
Made the
Saliba sent
mistake.
off,
Yeah, that's true.
and also Trossard just looked awful in the whole game, and he keeps him on. I mean, I guess he's got his goals in him, but I would have dragged Trossard off by the neck, and then I would have put on Cahir if you have to. I don't know, Rice, Partey, was it Rice, Partey, Marino?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
not sure
very-
about that one because I would have played Waneri.
Yeah, that's
Personally,
what Arsenal fans have been saying. It's
Would have played
very,
Waneri.
very negative, that lineup. And as I said, yeah, Sterling and Trossard aren't exactly most dangerous.
No,
pairing.
Sterling isn't exactly
but
notorious.
this is the
No,
thing. So we're
not
now
anymore.
we're missing Saka and we're missing Odegaard. Timber's out. Saka's not going to make it for the next game against Shakhtar tomorrow. Odegaard's out until November internationals, and Timber, no idea when he'll be fit and ready to go.
Will they be ready for Liverpool?
Hope not.
I think it's too early to tell at the moment, but I hope so because I'm not trying to see Cahir play again. So I really, please, for the love of God.
That's where we need Hato, isn't it?
I'll give Timber my hamstring. I don't care. Like, honestly, it's one of them where we could have been top of the league before Liverpool and City played, and we bottled it again. And now it's Liverpool is in such good form. City are always going to be in good form. Annoyingly, it's going to get very, very difficult to be title challengers this year.
Well, let's move on to City and the game which I'm very annoyed about because
Oh, please
why
let
are
me
you
talk
annoyed,
about this
Harry?
game.
Well,
Why are you annoyed?
Well, first of all, I'm a strong, avid disliker of City.
Yeah.
I've made my. I'll
That's
make
fair
my
enough.
point clear now. I hope you get relegated to National League. I had 1-0 Wolves.
Why?
Why?
It's not even the only one as well.
Well, no, you had 2-1,
I had 2-1 Wolves.
and it was looking like a draw.
Yeah, it was.
And
yeah.
it's not a goal.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's impeachment of the goalkeeper.
Both of you, really?
It's
Hmm?
impeachment
You
of
don't
the
think it's a goal?
goalkeeper.
No.
We got a goal disallowed for basically the exact same thing, where Endo stood in front of a keeper and it was called interference, it was called this, it was called that, and it wasn't given. So I think every referee is going to give it differently, and this time a referee give it a certain way.
Yeah, I can absolutely see it being chalked off. I think he did get out of the way in time. I think the only slight thing is that potentially Sarr was off balance when he should.
Oh, he was.
When he should have jumped. But at the end, I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't care. John Stones might be the best player on the planet, and I'm very happy.
I'm not very happy.
I'm not very happy.
No, see, for me...
And Gvardiol's also unreal.
I was literally about to
Yeah.
mention... he helped my FPL again, 10 points, so I'll take
I
that.
took him out.
But also, he's not a left back. Most of that game, he was more attacking than Doku was.
Yeah.
And Wolves definitely had their chances. They went 1-0 up, but they could have gone 2-0 up
Semedo,
with
yeah.
Semedo. And then, again, Vardy come back and put him off balance. But it's not like one of those games where... I thought Wolves were going to win just because I think it's one of those where you're bottom of the league.
Oh, if
It's-
you're going to turn
you're
up
in
against
against
the
the
team, you
champions.
turn up against
You're going
City.
to turn up against one
Also,
of the top
Wolves
6.
beat us a lot.
They do.
Last
Yeah.
season, yeah.
Yeah.
They beat
So
historically.
I will give you that maybe the Wolves win wasn't actually that crazy of a.
Well, I'll go through what everyone else said.
Mhm.
Harry obviously said 4-0 City.
Yeah.
You're right,
You
mate.
said 4-1.
I said 3-0 City.
Fair.
Fair. You said 2-1. I
You
said
said
1-0.
1-0, yeah.
Wolves.
I knew it wasn't going to be a clean sheet for City because we haven't kept a clean sheet in ages, and we just, or if we have, I might have missed it, but we haven't kept many this season at all. And I think as much as I love watching Lewis play and I like him in that role, we get massively exposed in wide areas now defensively because we have a 3 at the back when Lewis goes in the midfield, which is why they scored their goal, because Semedo is out on the right on his own for about 5 minutes before he could put an incredible cross, but before he could put that brilliant cross in. And then also that's how Semedo got through. We got played through far too easily. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the lack of, well, I don't know, where Rodri obviously doesn't help,
Yeah.
but lack of Kevin De Bruyne, who is one of the most underrated pressers in the whole league, I think. He's rightly known for his passing. He's unbelievable, but I think his work rate is incredibly underappreciated. Same with Odegaard. I think most attacking midfielders work
that's
rate's
true.
incredibly underappreciated. And yeah, defending from the front is definitely something that City have not done quite as well this season for. But we'll move on to the Liverpool-Chelsea game before you will stab me with your eyes.
Can we let a man that should be very happy with that result.
Especially considering he's smashed it as
I've
well.
got it right. I've finally got a
He smashed
prediction
it.
right.
What a hero.
Well, and you're the only one to get it bang on this entire time.
I'm pretty sure
So
to the draw,
weak.
but
because
I said a draw.
I had 3-1, you had 2-2, Harry had 2-2, you had 3-2.
but I have a 3-2. I went for a high scoring game.
We all everyone that predicted a win predicted a Liverpool win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was obvious.
I think we have to talk about the obvious absence of Cole Palmer from the score sheet.
Or the obvious disappearance of Cole Palmer on the football pitch because he just wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was on the pitch. What did he do?
Exactly. I mean, Nicholas Jackson scored, if I'm correct. It was
He did.
Jackson that scored against
He's a
you.
good player. I like Jackson.
Well, last season we wouldn't be saying this. Last season we'd be saying, what on earth is he doing on a Premier League football pitch?
How many goals did he score last season?
14, 15.
That's not bad. First season in the Prem.
But I'm
That's
pretty
pretty
You
sure-
saw
impressive.
have you seen his chances?
Yeah, true, but
The important thing is, how much did they pay for him?
It was-
15 mil?
no,
Oh.
more
No,
than
it was
that.
way
Was
more
it
than
not?
that.
Who was it?
I think it was
It's
32.
Chelsea.
It was
It was
for
about,
Chelsea
it was
standards.
about 30 something.
Yeah, for Chelsea standards, it was quite cheap. Well, I was gonna say cheap, but
Yeah, so Jackson's stats last season, he got 14 goals in the Prem, 2 FA Cup and 1 in the EFL Cup, so that was 17 goals for him in his first season.
I don't think you can knock that.
And this season, 8 games in the Prem, 5 goals, 3 assists.
He was 37 million.
Euros or pounds?
Hold on, let me do the conversion.
It's about 30, I think it's about 32 million.
We'll call it 35.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, he's about 32, but either way, cheap.
Yeah.
And also, he was linked with Wolves the season before. He went to Chelsea.
That's
And
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's about 30.
And I put into my article, I did a piece on who I think each Premier League club should, a player they should sign. And I did recommend Jackson for Wolves. So I was quite impressed when he went to Chelsea, and he had a decent season for his first season.
Mm-hmm.
And he's showing his quality now. But I think more importantly, Cahir is Mo Salah the best winger in the Premier League of all time.
Yes,
Plain and simple, yes.
I agree.
Yeah, yes. I think,
the Hazard
That-
debates ended
yeah,
a couple years
a
ago.
long time ago.
Yeah.
I think that was the best he has played in a game all season. Because,
Really?
yeah, Salah is the type of player where he can disappear for 90 minutes, but he pops up and gets a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Chelsea, that was the most I've seen him like when he first joined Liverpool. The link-up play with everybody, the pass and moving, he obviously got the penalty and he put it away. I was nervous for that because despite being our penalty taker, he can mess them up every now and then.
Similar to De Bruyne, I love him taking penalties, but he can have a stinker every now and again.
Yeah. But
Saka, for example, he's
Yeah.
one of the can let you down sometimes, but most
Oh,
of the
he
time.
let his country down as well.
Oh right,
No,
okay.
he didn't.
oh god.
No, he
Well, he did. He's the one that missed it.
three of them missed it. Rashford,
Yeah, oh no,
Sancho
I'm not
also
saying it was
missed
just him, and they shouldn't have even been there. But that's another topic for another day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll discuss
no.
that off camera.
Agreed. Salah is the best. Oh, is he actually?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do we count Giggs as a winger?
Yeah, I would.
Even
He's,
if
he's discarded
still
for
Salah.
reasons.
Yeah, but
No, what is he is as a man.
As a footballer, he's
Take that
amazing.
out as a player. He was
I think still Salah,
world
but
class.
I think Giggs is close. I think purely longevity-wise. But to be fair, Salah's been doing it for quite a while now, so...
Yeah. He
Yeah.
gets called a one-season wonder, but he hasn't had less than 20 goals in a
He's
Yeah.
had a lot of one-season wonders, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Christ.
It's like
And-
Kane.
Been a long one
And
season.
can we just acknowledge the fact that out of every team in the Premier League, Liverpool are the only one to have a win streak at the moment.
Really?
Mm,
What, even a 2-win?
You've got 2, but they've got 4 on the bounce now.
Oh, wow.
They do indeed.
You've only got 2, and then you drew 2
Yeah,
games.
we are still unbeaten, though.
You are the only team.
And they
to be
haven't
unbeaten.
played Arsenal yet. Well, actually...
They play them next week,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll get onto that now, I believe.
Well,
'cause,
what was a Palace Forest?
that's tonight.
Yeah, obviously. But what's the prediction that we did, just to remind...
I didn't.
I went for
Oh,
a Palace
okay.
win. I know that much.
I
Yeah.
think I had a Forest win.
I think I had a Forest win as well. I think I went 1-0.
I believe Palace will win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Harry-
They've got a
Harry-
kick on at some point.
I think.
Yeah.
Harry E also went for Forest win as well.
I mean, I didn't go through it 'cause it's tonight. And
Yeah, yeah.
With
fair
the
enough.
way Palace played last season, you expect them to kick on and start doing something.
Yeah, at least
and
they can't
start
have been
playing
that.
football.
Yeah, at least they can't have been that much of a deal breaker.
Yeah.
And Eze's fallen off a cliff this season, which
Yeah.
I could be proud to say that I never actually rated him that much. I always thought Elise was miles clear, which he is, but
He is.
And did he not win man of the player of the month at Bayern?
He did.
He just won it. Yeah,
He did indeed, yeah.
that's levels.
And it's
Yeah.
deserved as well.
and
Yeah.
Eze's still stinking up at Crystal Palace. So
Yep.
yeah, I think that's.
I do think he deserved a transfer this summer, Eze.
I don't.
Well, at least they got the big one.
Yeah. Do you think Tottenham? Because where else would he go? United.
He was rumoured to go United, I believe, this
I
summer.
know we were interested in him, but
I
I,
mean-
wouldn't take him.
I think-
Also,
Yeah.
Guehi should have left the sinking ship and gone Newcastle.
Yeah,
But they
also
blocked-
Newcastle are kind of we're not sinking,
Uh,
but they're
They blocked it, didn't they? Palace blocked the transfer.
because they lost Anderson, so they could lose both.
Well,
Who just got a red card
Yeah.
after was it 5 red cards this weekend?
We'll
it
double check,
was.
shall we?
It was
we'll
a bit of a
double-check that.
crazy weekend actually. There was 5 red cards. And
Oh,
there
it
was
was,
5.
it was a referee show this
yeah,
weekend.
and there was
Yeah,
5
5
comebacks.
red cards.
5 comebacks as well.
Indeed.
The Leicester game was a comeback. The City game, I've got to remember now. Tottenham game,
And Villa game.
Villa game, and then one more as well.
Man United.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Man United. So yeah, 5 comebacks in a single week.
Well,
yeah.
It's the Premier League,
It's
and
been
you
a-
can't.
Good week of football.
Oh, absolutely. And
How does it
next week's going to be another stormer of a week.
Mhm.
I'm looking at the fixtures now. We got some absolute bangers on.
Yeah.
Should we start with?
We've got Champions League midweek first. We don't have to go through all. The
I
games,
haven't
obviously,
really
but-
looked at Champions League.
I think we'll do British teams.
Yeah.
By that we'll mean the teams we support. So
Well,
we'll start with me.
I was about to say.
Arsenal Shakhtar tomorrow.
I think that's a.
I think that should just, if we don't win 5-0, then something's gone wrong there. We'll move on.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's got to be a win.
It's got to be a win for us.
Got to
Bounce
play
back.
Ranieri as well.
Got to play one area, 100%. So
Villa play Bologna.
they do, but
I
we'll
think
just go.
Villa
Let's just go teams we support. It's just easier, and it won't take that
Alright.
much time.
Yeah,
So
sure.
let's go with Man City, Sparta Prague next. I think again
4-5 now should be.
should be a
What
quite
an easy
game.
fixture.
This one's a bit of an interesting one for Liverpool. RB Leipzig away. RB Leipzig have been on decent form. They're currently second in the league. Yeah. Still unbeaten as well. I think, are they not? In the league anyway,
Regardless, they're going to be a tough
which they are.
test.
Well, we can
Tough,
bring
but
this up.
I think Liverpool's just above it at the moment. I think
Yeah.
the Dutch Baldy, the good one, the good Baldy, he's doing the job that needs done.
I like him. He's got personality.
Oh yeah,
I really
I
do.
like
I
Ronnie
like
Slater,
Slaw.
it's hard to replace
He's
what,
amazing.
Yeah.
it's hard to replace what Klopp done, but he's somehow done it, but done it differently.
Easily as well.
Yeah, he just brings passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You conceded 3 goals
So
all season.
we're thinking Liverpool win for that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst we're on the topic of Champions League, I do want to get your thoughts on the new format.
Yeah, might as well. I like it. I don't see. I think it's a nice change. I think it's good fun to not play. I have got sick of playing Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk every.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
Prague
you rig
again.
you rig the pots every year.
Again, that's a chat for another day. But
we're gonna get sued.
yeah, I think.
Bring it on.
I think that it's a welcome change. I think players complaining about how much they play is getting old, and they get paid a lot of money, and especially the teams in the Champions League should have enough depth to get over it.
Yeah, I like it as well. I think it's I think it'll take a while for people to get used to it, but I think now we're a couple game weeks in, it's a nice change, like you said. I'm enjoying the league format. I think it's nice. It's nicer on the eye, I think, as well, because
And
you
it's
get-
easier to understand.
you get more teams. You get more teams in the Champions League as well. Teams that might not get a chance otherwise, because obviously it increased the teams. So it's a nice change, I think. 100%. I like it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna echo what you both said. I think it's a nice change, something new. I don't think it's great. I think it is. You said about players being injured. I disagree. I think they're playing too many games. You say they're getting paid millions. They're getting paid millions for a reason, and you can't exactly perform at the best level when your hamstrings in two because you played 2 matches in 2 days.
I agree.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I just think, especially Champions League wise, I think what I said about the teams having depth, I think if we're gonna do games like this, I don't see why. Well, I suppose I was gonna say don't see why the group stage or the group league, whatever, might could turn into more of a bringing your younger players in, but then that would just turn into a European Carabao Cup, and nobody wants that.
Exactly.
So maybe you are right. I like the format. I mean, I'm sure it's possible to do the format in 6 games.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you just play 6
games and
Yeah.
But they wanted more games for more money, and that's the way it goes.
I do enjoy. I like the new format. It is interesting. It'll bring more people into football, and it is just something new.
And it has the opportunity to bring bigger games as well. Obviously,
100%. Yeah, and also I like the fact that you don't have to play the same team twice home and away.
Yeah,
I like that you get 4 teams at home, 4 teams away, nice and balanced. You play 8 different teams, and you think, well, there you go, nice.
More away days for the
more away days for the fans.
That's
exactly.
So I see your point definitely about the games, but I like it. I'm not playing them. You know.
I'm not playing, so it's okay.
I still get to watch football.
So
let's move on to the Prem. Yeah.
Let's have a move on to the Premier League.
I'd like to put a disclaimer out there immediately that we might not be able to react to these here next week, as some of us might not be here. I don't know what everyone's doing next week. You're not here?
I'm not here.
I also will not be here. Sorry,
seeing my family.
I don't know if I'm going to be alive.
He'll be fine.
I will.
Solo pod.
I might be here. So it might just be me. It might be Cahir. We don't know yet. So we'll have them on our Instagram. Go follow us.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description when we upload it.
We'll obviously put our social links in the description. Please go follow it. You'll get that when it comes out next week.
Right, let's do this quick fire. We're losing attention span here. We're nearly an hour and 10 minutes in, so
yeah.
Let's go with no 12th day kick off. So let's go Villa Bournemouth really quickly. What do you reckon? Villa Bournemouth. Can I have predictions for that one?
I think Villa will win. I think not ideal their last result, but I do think Villa will pull through and they'll get 3 points.
Luke?
I also think Villa will win. They're at home, so I think I'm going for a 2-0.
Harry?
I believe it will also be a 2-0, and Harry E believes it'll be a 3-1 Bournemouth.
3-1 Bournemouth?
No, 3-1 Villa, sorry.
I was
oh my God, that's controversial.
We would have to...
I'm going to go for a 3-0 Villa win, although Bournemouth look very good against us. Just going to go back, I forgot a game here. Leicester, Nottingham Forest on Friday, 8pm kickoff. Luke, go to you first. What do you reckon?
God, that'll be a snooze fest. Actually, no, that's not true. It might be.
It might be.
I actually back a Leicester 1-0 here. They're
Cool.
at home, don't see why not. Even though Forest have started really well, but
I'm going to go the other way.
Yeah.
And say Forest will pull off a sneaky one. I think Forest will maybe get a 1-0 win.
Harry?
I think 3-0 Forest. I think it'll be the decimation of Leicester.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Away from home.
And what?
Yeah, maybe. Perhaps.
The
What did
Leicester.
Harry E say about this?
Yeah, what's Harry saying?
He wants 2-1 Leicester, and I think that's optimistic.
I don't think there's a win in this game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 on this one. I think plain simple draw, written all over that.
We got Brentford Ipswich next.
Yeah. Tough one. I think Brentford 3-1.
I don't know. Both teams... Brentford have started better, but Ipswich won it more.
But away from home.
Yeah.
And can't be Everton at home.
1-1.
Fair.
I might believe in Ipswich too much, but we'll go 1-0.
Brentford 2-0 win.
Fair. Harry?
1-1.
Come on.
With Harry E predicting 3-0 Brentford.
Alright.
Yeah.
Which isn't... It's not too bad of a prediction. Ipswich are struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so
And
as
Brentford are flying at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So
literally flying off the hook. First minute, second minute goals there.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's actually ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And I think Man United was their first game where they didn't do something like
they scored
that.
in the 45th.
Yeah.
Off to the Amex with Brighton and Wolves. Cahir first, I'll come to you.
I'm going to go with a Brighton 2-0 win. I don't think Wolves will get their first, I was going to say, win. I don't think they'll get their first point.
Yeah, they've got 1 point.
They've got a
It was
point.
Forest
They've got
start of
one.
the season,
Sorry,
but they're
yes.
only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, only the one.
Yeah.
Harry?
I think Brighton will win. I don't think it'll be a convincing win. I think Wolves will put up a fight, and I think it'll be 2-1.
What does other Harry think?
He thinks 3-2 to Brighton.
Okay, Luke?
I also think 2-1 Brighton. I think pretty much the same vision as Harry.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-1 Brighton here. Danny Welbeck hat-trick. Man City, Southampton. I think there's only one
6-0.
person I can. Yeah, one person I can talk to first. Luke, would
No,
would you think?
actually 4-0.
4-0. Okay.
Oh, we've got another 4-0 prediction
Yeah.
here.
Cahir?
Harry E.
Harry E 4-0. Cahir.
I'm gonna go with a 3-1.
Oh,
I think Southampton
City.
will maybe scare them for a bit,
Okay.
but
Oh, okay.
there's no doubt City will win.
yeah, fair. Harry.
I think also. I think my one's. You know how you joked about 6-0.
You're good.
I've got 5.
Yeah.
They're such an easy team to pop goals against, and at the moment, what more do you need to say about Southampton?
Yeah, I think 5-1. I think Southampton 94th minute win,
Winner.
consolation
Yeah.
winner.
No,
5-1 winner.
Yeah,
No.
City haven't been.
Something would have to go absolutely shocking.
94th minute consolation Cameron Archer or something. Something random.
penalty or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something just something
Southampton
random.
beating City at the Etihad would actually be
Shock of the season
bonkers
by far.
Yeah.
Everton Fulham 5:30 p.m. kickoff. Last game of Saturday. Harry, I'll come to you first.
I believe it will be a 1-1 draw.
Okay. Harry E.
He believes it's 2-0 Fulham.
Luke.
They both. Fulham started really well, and Everton are getting some form, and Everton are at home, and they're really good at home. So I reckon Everton are going to nick it 1-0.
All right. Cahir.
I think Fulham will get a 2-1.
Alright.
Everton can score, but Fulham can score more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a draw all over this game. 2-2. Both got leaky defences. No Anderson for Fulham.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be a big miss. He said the up came on, I think, and scored 9 goals.
Might be the worst footballer in the Premier League.
So
He
he's
has
got
been-
2 left knees, so I don't think he'll be doing very well. So no, 2-2. I think we're in all of that game. Maybe an Everton win, but
Yeah.
no, 2-2.
Also, we could talk about Jimenez coming back to.
Yeah, he's
That's good to see.
resurrected, and
Yeah.
you know it's really nice to see it, especially after that horrific injury a couple of years ago, which is one of the worst things I think I've seen.
I'm glad him and Traore kind of back to
Yeah,
firing a little
yeah.
bit. That's nice.
Now let's go on to Super Sunday. All the big games here on
Big
Sunday.
Super
And this
Sunday.
is quite a big game.
Yeah.
Like,
There's some big games. There are some big games. There's we all go to 6th versus 7th. No, it's not 6th versus 7th. I'm
it's 6 versus 8.
6th versus 8. Chelsea, Newcastle. Cahir, I'll come to you first. What do you think?
I think it'll be a Chelsea 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they'll get over that Liverpool loss, and they'll finally put the foot down.
Luke.
I think Chelsea 3-0. I agree. I think Newcastle have been below par this season. I think they got lucky to get some of the results they have, and I think Chelsea are looking good.
Harry.
No, you go first.
Me first. Oh no, that means he's got something hideous here.
Newcastle 1-0. That's what he's got.
I'm going for a 3-1 Chelsea. Reece James probably score because he loves scoring against Newcastle if he plays.
If he maybe makes it off the team
If
bus.
he makes it off, yeah, without an injury. No, I think it'll be a comfortable win here for Chelsea. 3-1.
Now,
Oh God.
Oh God.
I've got Newcastle to win this game.
Why?
What
Why?
score?
2-1.
Okay. Why?
Because Newcastle are a team where I think they now need a win. That I think they'll want to win more than Chelsea.
I need $1 million.
Yeah, but
Not gonna get it.
I mean, they're winless.
it's the Premier League, and I think Newcastle will turn up. They turned up against City.
They haven't won in 4 games, and you think they'll beat Chelsea away?
I think they will. Yeah, it'll be their win. 2-1 is not an outrageous scoreline,
not
No,
outrageous.
it's not. No.
especially with Chelsea, who are up and down every game. You can never really
That's-
predict a Chelsea game.
What about
Their
Harry?
Goalkeeper's a jelly
what do you-
baby.
Yeah.
Sanchez is.
He's interesting one, isn't he?
I just don't see it, man.
Well, Harry E has 2-1 to Chelsea, so
Okay.
he keeps the team of you lot thinking Chelsea.
You're gonna
will
look like a
win.
genius if this is.
Let's
right.
go with the Eagles next against Top Spur.
I think we'll all have the.
I think we're all going to have the same result here. So, Luke, I'll come to you first.
It just depends. We haven't seen Palace tonight. They might kick on, but regardless, I think it probably. Actually, no. Tottenham. I think it's going to be a 1-0 Palace win.
All right. Yeah.
They're at home, and
fair.
Tottenham are Spurs.
Harry, I'll come to you first.
I
Second.
believe Spurs will have this one 4-0.
Oh dear God.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
Fair enough.
it's Palace and they're 18th.
They are.
They're 17th at the moment.
What about Harry?
He thinks 3-0 Spurs.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna echo that. I think 3-0 Spurs.
I'm going to agree with Luke here. I think Palace 2-1.
Come on, let's go, big man.
Yeah.
well, you two are going to look like fools or geniuses.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
kind of
gonna-
annoying actually. If I am right, you're gonna. I was gonna look like a genius on my own now, and I even nicked it.
Yeah, sorry
But
about it. I'm going to
that's fine.
take a bit of the spotlight with you.
Good man.
Well, you've got a game that you can predict correct next
Yeah.
with West Ham United,
Yeah.
and we'll go to you first.
I think Man United will win. I think it will be Or do I think they're going to win? West Ham always beat United. Everyone always beats United.
That is true. Everyone beats United.
1-0.
Fair. Cahir?
I hope West Ham will win.
Yeah.
I think they'll pull off an upset.
Okay.
I'm going to go
Is it
West.
even an upset?
That's actually a good point.
Is it even an upset? But yeah, carry on.
I think West Ham 2, United 1.
Just go next.
They're missing their playmaker, West Ham.
Yeah, Kudus is out.
Oh, yeah,
But United are United.
That is a good
United
point
are
as well.
United, but I think United will still pick up a 2-0 win. Harry E believes it's a 1-1 draw.
come on.
I think comfortable United win. 2-0 United. I don't see West Ham scoring at all.
Yeah, I mean, if Kudus being out means that Somerville's hopefully going to get his chance, so that's also...
That's a good point, yeah. It's a good one to look out
that's
for.
true,
And I think this is one of the biggest games, maybe the biggest game of the weekend.
No, this is now the biggest.
This is the biggest game of the weekend.
Also, going on to the last point, Man United also never win on a Sunday. They always lose.
That's an interesting start. There you go.
Well, not ever, but yeah, whenever they're on Sky Sports, they always seem to lose.
Right, well, there we go. So,
yeah, that's just
I'm looking at United losing that.
Yeah, my opinion on the matter. Anyway,
Well, we'll go to
let's go Arsenal-Liverpool next.
We'll go to the two fans first and see what
yeah.
they have to say about
Do
the
you
game.
want me to take it?
You can go first.
Yeah. It's a difficult one for me, this, because I'm never not going to back Arsenal. No one's not going to back their team.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some circumstances here that if Saka's not playing, if Timber's not back, no Saliba, suspended for the game, no Odegaard obviously, and it's going to be a long day for us, I think. Kivior against, who would he go against? It will be against Salah if he plays where I think he'll play. Long day.
Yeah.
Not going to be great viewing for me. Cahir would love it, but not great view for me. But then you flip it, Saka plays, Timber plays, and I think this is a draw. I think 1-1.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool win, just because the chances of Arsenal missing so many players. Liverpool, we're only missing Alisson, and we had a couple small injuries over international, but
is McAllister back?
yeah, he came on.
He did.
He was on the bench
He was, yeah.
against Chelsea.
Yeah.
But we rested a couple important players for Arsenal, so I think we'll pull it out of the bag. It'll be a good match though.
Luke, I'll come to you next, because obviously title challenges with Arsenal now and also Liverpool.
I'm hoping for a draw
Yeah.
when it comes to the title race, but I think Liverpool are going to take this. I think 2-0. I think you're just missing too many players, and I think Liverpool are on too much of a streak.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think Liverpool are in too much good form at the moment to see Arsenal win, especially with you losing players.
Yeah.
I think they proved this weekend that they don't need Alisson to win games, and I think 2-0 is exactly what I predict. Harry, on the other hand,
Has he gone for an Arsenal win?
no, he's gone for a draw, 2-2.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could see a draw.
I can see a
would
draw,
be
but
perfect for us especially if we're missing Saka and Timber. 2-2,
Yeah.
complete fair.
It's kind of the same as whenever Liverpool play City. It's always a great match, but it usually ends in a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-0 is the safest Liverpool City
Yeah.
scoreline.
we
it could be
say
of the year.
draws though. Liverpool haven't drawn a game this season.
No.
Exactly, it's coming.
And records are there to be broken, so there you go, mate.
It is coming. They're there for the.
They're there for the taking.
Well,
We're there for the taking. They're
Yeah.
more likely
Yeah.
to win than we are, 100%. And I mean, obviously, last season we had that very, very good win, 3-1 at home, but that was just because we were on good form, and Liverpool were struggling, and Van
Yeah.
Dijk and Alisson decided to play for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So, and so did Gabriel. He decided to play for Liverpool. So, you got that. But I live in a dream world where we draw this game, but most of my brain's telling me we'll lose. But I'm sticking for the 1-1 though.
Cool.
And I think there's one more game, and it's not in the Prem that I've just seen. That's a massive game in Spain.
I was about to say, I was going to go on to foreign
with,
fixtures.
Real Madrid taking on Barcelona in
El
the El
Clasico.
Clasico on Saturday at 8 p.m.
Who's home?
Real Madrid are at home. Barcelona are 9 wins, 1 loss. Real Madrid still unbeaten, 7 wins, 3 draws, 24 points. Barcelona 33 goals in 10 games, only 10 goals conceded. But you say that Real Madrid have conceded 7 goals, and Barcelona top with 27 points. So what do we reckon?
Well, I've been following Barca for. We've got to do match reports every week for one of our lecturers. I do Barcelona games, and watching them play, their Villarreal. I think I want to get the team right. They won 5-1. I believe it was Villarreal. It might have been Valencia.
It was Seville.
Everyone got any phones?
I think it was Valencia. I think it was Valencia.
No,
Was
it
it-
was Seville.
Was it? No, they won another game.
Oh no, it was. So they beat.
They beat the
Valencia
Yellow
2-1.
Submarines. Yeah,
That'd be Villarreal then.
Villarreal.
They beat Sevilla 5-1.
They
They
beat
also
someone
beat
else.
Villarreal 5-1.
They beat
away from
Villarreal
home.
5-1.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
There you go then.
They dismantled them, and that was a close game. That wasn't even like a.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
That was a close game. I watched that game like almost fully.
Yeah.
They didn't. They shouldn't have lost 5-1.
Well,
But going on to this game, I think they'll bring same. Well, I mean, they've been incredible this season, and I think Lamine Yamal will get a goal. But you got to look at Mbappe, and the team Madrid have got this season is just incredible.
I mean, last season this fixture, Real Madrid won this fixture twice.
Yeah,
So
but last season
They
Barca
won
had
3
Xavi as a coach and
Yeah, but this season they've got
Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick.
no. But this season Real Madrid have got Mbappe.
That is also a good point, but he's been
He's
a little bit off form.
He
No.
hasn't been. He's quite self, but he's still bagged goals, isn't he?
6
Yeah,
goals
yeah.
in 9 games.
That's not to
Uh,
shake a stick at.
8
not
goals
terrible.
in 8 goals in all competitions. He's got 3 open play goals, and then he's got 3 penalties as well
Oh, okay.
in the league.
And I back Barca to win 2-0.
You think?
I
Yep.
think 2-2. I think it'll be a humdinger, but Real Madrid at home. I don't think you can. As much as home and away doesn't necessarily mean a lot, it's the Bernabeu.
Well, it
It
does. In
It does.
Spain, it does matter quite
Yeah.
a bit if you're home or away,
Mhm.
especially in this fixture.
Okay, how would you think?
I think Barca will shock them. I can see a 3-2 to Barca.
Fair? Yeah, no, I think it's a draw. I'm going to sit on the fence as well. I think
Yeah.
Barca have been on unbelievable form. 27 points, 33 goals in 10 games is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Rafinha's looked unbelievable. Lewandowski's been in the goals
Lewandowski.
again. Shock. But yeah, no. Real Madrid at Bernabeu is a different team. So, and they've only conceded 7 goals. I don't think they'll concede that many. Very solid defence, very solid attack. I mean, they're the best team in the world. You know, it's going to be difficult. But yeah, 2-2 for me.
2-2, do you say?
Yeah,
Yeah, agreed.
I think that's everything we had to discuss today.
I think so.
What are we ranking next week then?
Well,
Yeah. All right. Next time we're all here.
we'll discuss that, and
League of Ireland? No.
Even you don't care for
you
that,
don't
mate.
No.
even care for that, mate.
Hey, Derry City's playing. Derry City. I don't care. But Derry City's playing.
Well,
No, we need to do like a top. We obviously we did the Golden Boy this time. We could do the actual Ballon d'Or
we
nominees.
could do a top. Yeah.
When is that happening? When is the Ballon d'Or actually been
Yeah, we don't want to miss it.
been given? Because we can't
we,
make.
we could do anything. We could do
Well, let's make our predictions after the Ballon d'Or's been given out. See if we got it right.
top 10 Premier League centre backs. The world's
Oh.
our oyster.
I don't
could do
want.
that,
I don't
yeah.
want Bailey Casino. Hold on.
Top 10 Premier League teams ever. You can.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would cause a debate. That could be a
Yeah.
podcast on its own.
Yeah.
that will
we
take
could.
Well-
up a Fuller
Mhm.
on
You should
one
be on that,
position
mate.
as
I
well.
was gonna say this is.
Is it? It's.
It says the date right there, mate. 28th of October.
We'll miss it. It's next
Oh,
Monday.
we all miss it. Good job we did the Golden Boy then.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. So we will give our
Quickly though,
reactions
who
to
do we
that.
Yeah,
who do
we
we
will.
think wins the Ballon d'Or? Just before we sign
It
out.
will be Vinny, but I think it's pretty almost confirmed to be Vinny, isn't it? Which is a bit.
I know
yeah,
it
yeah.
leaked. It
Yeah,
leaked.
so I think it'll be Vinny, but I think it should have been Rodri, but I might be biased.
That's bias.
I feel like
Next.
it's leaked every year, but I don't think it's a deserving winner. It's just the best of a bunch,
Mhm.
personally, but Vinny.
I don't really care. It's not really.
If it's not Lyle Taylor, he doesn't go.
No. I care, but like.
Anyone from Colchester nominated?
Oh, funny
No?
enough, mate. No.
Oh, shame.
But like, it's not really a thing I really look at too much. I mean, it's normally just Messi or Ronaldo that wins it, and it's only been a few seasons that they haven't won it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Vinny Jr. will win it. Is it deserved? Don't know. Don't think so. I mean, yeah, all right. He scored in the Champions League final, and Rio Ferdinand was screaming Ballon d'Or, so he obviously thinks it was deserved. But
Rio Ferdinand's a clown.
if
I
we
hate him.
if we're going
He's a clown.
if we're going off the basis of stats and eye performance, I would have given it to Rodri. So
Thank you, good man.
Yeah, that's fair.
there you go.
I mean, he has been one of the players of the like in terms of general just player of the season. It
Yeah.
should be him.
And he also won the Euros.
Yeah.
I think-
Ah, there
I
you
think
go.
it's just-
That's
And he
what it
was critical
Yeah.
to Spain winning that
He
Euros.
is the best player in the world. But yeah, we'll end it there before I get to
We'll have a discussion on
animated.
that when
when it happens.
it
yeah.
happens, and you can be sure you'll see more from us after next week's. Well, who knows what happens
Next
next
week hiatus, or
Yeah.
Or just a
Surprise.
two-person podcast.
But
episode.
anyway, running off the
Yay.
episode. Thanks
Basically,
all for listening to us.
Nate,
Yeah,
you two.
Thank you two for filling in. And
yeah. Thanks
I
for.
hope
problem.
to see.
We'll see. I'll see a lot
Well,
of
we'll
these
see
boys.
one of you two
Yeah.
in our next one.
Maybe in the future I can say them more than one sentence without needing to cough.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future I can pronounce your name.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe. But
We'll end it here.
thank you for all
yeah.
listening to the Beyond the Scoreline podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the channel.
And follow our Instagram as well.
Follow the Instagram. Do you have a Twitter yet?
I haven't made it yet.
Oh, we'll do
We've
that.
got our own Twitters though, which we
We
can
We do have our own
shamelessly
Twitters,
plug.
which
So,
we had a great contract dispute over there.
Yeah, we'll tag those in the description. But that's all from us for today. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.